Sarah Ryman asks, what is the real value of paying for professional advice? Legal, accounting, mentor, coach, and the positive impact it has on your business.
You know, Sarah, it's an area that I'm passionate about, obviously, because essentially part of that is what we do, you know, mentoring and coaching. But I would say to you, like, so many people skip out on paying for advice. And there's a whole theory out there, you know, the number one reasons why businesses fail is because of cash flow. It's actually not true. It's not true, not even remotely true. It's not a cash flow issue. The number one reason why so many businesses fail is knowledge. It's a knowledge issue. It's always a knowledge issue. If you had knowledge on how to get more cash, you wouldn't have a cash flow issue. If you had more knowledge on, you know, debtor strategies, you wouldn't have a cash flow issue. If you had more knowledge on marketing and sales, you could sell twice as much and wouldn't have a cash flow issue. So the reason why businesses fail, you know, 90% of the time is just simply knowledge. There's just, what one business person finds hard, somebody else doesn't. And the only difference is they've taken the time to learn it. So to answer your question in a roundabout way, I'm a massive fan of paying for advice. You know, like, that's how you increase your knowledge. That's how you can bridge the knowledge gap between the business you have now and the business that you want in the future. You know, because at the end of the day, it rises and falls on us. You know, it all happens in here. And the more knowledge you have, the less things come up that can throw you off course. You've got the knowledge to be able to handle them. So I'm a big fan of paying for it, you know. And even separate to that, you know how many business people I meet who you mentioned legal in your question, who scrimp and save on their legal contracts and then wonder why they get taken advantage of later on. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. You can buy this knowledge in. You can buy accounting. You can buy legal. You can buy marketing. You can just buy that knowledge in. And to me, if a startup should get every bit of knowledge it needs. Okay, and the reason why I'm here making these videos, you know, and we have so many clients, and I've built and sold 8 companies, is just because I invested heavily into knowledge. So I understand there's really small nuances of how to get Facebook to work, the small nuances of how to get Google AdWords to work, because I've created enough campaigns to know. Like, I know how to do strategic alliance. I know how to write my own legal contracts before I send them to a lawyer to get them written up properly. I know, because I invested in me. I invested in knowledge. I got accountants. I had meetings with accountants when I needed to know stuff, lawyers and so forth. So I'm over-index on getting advice. Not because I need it, you know, not because I want you to come to us. We're only one small part of a much bigger knowledge pool. But wherever you need to get help from, the way that you shore up your success is find people that are smarter than you in those areas that you need and go and pay for their advice. You know, they've spent their entire life, you know, a lawyer spent 5 years at university and practiced law, and like, you're paying a small price to pay for the amount of money they've invested in their education. So I completely over-index and reckon that everybody should get as much advice as they can, or certainly when they need, and we should never be scrimping and saving on advice, because it's the knowledge that's going to hold us back the greatest in any of our business ventures.